It's like Homes Under the Hammer, isn't it? Today we're looking at a two-bed semi-detached house in the best kept village. No. We've come all the way to the best kept village of 2007, Potter Hamworth, to the house of an extreme hoarder of British Superbike trophies. Unlike myself, I used to keep that on the minimalist front. Let's go inside and see what it's got to show us. I'm here with the man that lives in the best kept village 2007, but it hasn't been a straightforward path to get to this point in this part of your life. I want to go right back to the very start because I almost am at the point where I just think you're from Lincolnshire, not from Australia, and I think we've sort of come to just take you as one of our own now. But how did that even come about to begin with? How did you end up here?
Yeah, long time ago now, but I was racing in the Australian Championship. Wanted to get to Europe to race in World Championship. Started to take an interest in BSB. Started to try and make a few contacts and talk to people, and then got an opportunity at the end of 2008 to do some fill-in rides. I think it was Adam Jenkinson at the time who hurt himself. Came over, did a couple of rides, and then that got me over here for the following season. So yeah, seems a long time ago now. Many moons have passed since then, but at the time, big decision to move away from Australia to come here to the UK, but I knew that it was the right thing to do if I wanted to keep racing bikes. And then the crazy road that followed after that was nothing like I expected it to be, but this is how we've ended up where we are now.
You've had a career, basically in my eyes, in two halves. One part is in Honda and the other part is in Yamaha. Was that part of your thinking to try and stay in the same team and be consistent, or did that just happen as well?
When I look back on it now, I think the Honda days, that was what I needed at the time. As in, when I moved over from Australia, I had the furthest thing from stability. I was here, there, everywhere. I was the first year I was changing teams. I was just trying to find my place. And what I'd come from in Australia was I come from stable teams, so it was really odd for me to be doing that, and I didn't get on with it at all. So when I got the chance to join Honda, that brought me stability back. So I switched over to Yamaha. First year, unfortunately, got hurt in 19, but then since 2020, we've had an amazing run, and you know, it's moved me to places where I only dreamed of being, really. You know, BSB, since I've been here, has been a home for me, and it's been something that I've enjoyed being a part of. And I've watched people like Shaky and Keo, and even before that, people like John Reynolds and, you know, your dad before that, and really successful careers in BSB. And it's something that I looked at and thought, if I could do that, that'd be amazing. And I feel like I'm sort of nearly at that point now, you know, and you know, a championship or two wouldn't go astray, but we've got a few race wins under our belt, and the Yamaha years have sort of what's made me, to be honest, so it's been good.
Literally no idea how to even pedal this thing on. I don't know if the tyres are even pumped up. Is it even yours? It is my bicycle. When I used to be, I don't know if you know, but I used to race. I used to train once or twice. It's an old relic, covered in dust. Your preparation, I know, being on sort of the outskirts of it, working with Loughborough University, is second to none. Talk me through a week in your life now and what's involved in being at the front of BSB.
Yeah, like I think the physical preparation now is a huge part of it. It's our input, you know, it's the rider's input. We always look at the teams, make the bike better, get more horsepower, new parts, but our input is ourselves. When I first came over, I was winging it a bit, doing what I thought that you had to do. And then I've worked with some great people since then, and you know, I had Pitty help me for a little while. I went down to Derby and trained with Kurt Gibbons for a little while, and then Loughborough Uni, and you just take information from all these pieces and you start to build your own program with that. And probably from, I'd say 2020 is where it really got serious for me. Not serious, and I was always taking it serious, but where the training stepped up a good level, and I mainly I understood it more. You know, I understood why I was doing certain sessions, why I was doing it the way I was doing it, and just being taught, really. And then once you start to see the benefit of that, and you start to see, okay, that worked, and now I understand why we're doing that. Now I'll put the effort and time into doing more of that, and you see the fruits of the labour. You roll with it, and yeah, these last couple of years, I feel like that's been a big benefit that I've had. You know, like in races, I'm good mainly over the course of a weekend. You know, like it's not just one race; it's 3 races. practice, qualifying. You know, 3-day weekend, it takes its toll on the body, and if you're not prepared, you're wasting your time. So yeah, the last few years have been good, and got into my cycling, enjoyed that a bit, and certainly will never be a professional cyclist with how many times I've broken my legs and stuff, but I enjoy it, and yeah, just keep rolling with it.
Well, unlike you, I am the complete opposite of a professional athlete now. I'm a lot better at drinking Guinness, but I'm not so good at cycling. So stupidly, I suggested that we go for a cycle today, so we will just go fake some camera shots of us cycling for 10 minutes, and we'll see you out there. Normally at this part of the feature you'd expect me to thank Jason for such a marvellous day and wish him luck for his next race. However, I forgot to film the outro, so cheers Jason.